I had therapy this morning. That was fun. I learned that somehow I am both can show signs of being an anxious attachment person and also an avoidant attachment person. This shows in my personal relationships where when I'm getting to know somebody or when I'm wanting to get to know somebody or when relationships are possibly thriving, I'm more so the anxious person. I'm like the one initiating, the one checking in, the one, putting in that kind of effort initially. And then when some sort of conflict arises or anything starts to go south, I suddenly become very avoidant, very catastrophic, very, oh, so this is over kind of person. I'm going to take a bite of my pasta. Look at my pasta. That's pretty good. I don't know. I always thought that I was just the anxious person. Like, I always thought that because I took initiative and because I got anxious about things and because I freaked out about things a lot all of the time, that meant that that's how I was all the time. But now thinking about it and realizing, like, oh yeah, I disassociate. Oh yeah, I think that relationships are over even when they're not. Oh yeah, maybe relationships should have been over. Friendships should have been over. So I checked out even though they hadn't been over. You know? Like, it's this weird, like, I've always, like, not joked, but it's, like, a sad joke, saying that, like, my friendships they have a shelf life of 3 years. That's not fully true. I have, like, one best friend, love you, Marissa, you're the best, who, like, we've been friends for, like, 7 years, and I have another best friend of mine who, like, we're past the 3-year mark, ever so slightly. But, like, almost every single other one of my friends, like, it's about 3 years, and then something happens. Or 3 years, and then, like, I've made a mistake, or life, or whatever. And I don't know that it's that's what it's become, but, like, I also think that because I detach, or because when conflict arises, like, and I say this because it's, like, I address conflict head on. I like to think I am. I like to think I'm good at conflict, but I actually don't think I am. I think, like, when it comes to that kind of thing, I just either assume the worst, or I get ready for the worst to happen, or I take on the blunt of, oh, this is all my fault, you know? And it's, like, it's interesting because I actually think that it's, like, I'm both. I'm, like, I am still the anxious person. I'm still, like, oh, what did I do? What am I thinking? Blah, 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 blah. But then it's, like, when it comes to the end of it, I'm, like, I will be fine by myself. Like, like I go robot mode, you know? And I don't know. I think people have a tendency to, like, want to control things a lot. Or they, like, try to. They're, like, try to, like, be like, no, yeah, this friendship is good. Like, I still want to be friends with you. Like, we'll make this work. Or completely opposite of, like, it's whatever. People are replaceable. It's whatever. Blah, 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 blah. And, like, I feel like a lot of times, too, people's reactions are dependent on other people. So it's like if I was acting very much like I didn't care, I feel like other people are often, like, let's say me and a friend were having a debate, and it's like if I acted like I didn't care about the friendship, they would act like they didn't care about the friendship. And that's kind of this, like, sheep thing. Like, people will act like how other people act, which is, hey, fine. Like, if someone's not putting an effort to something, don't put an effort into it. Maybe. Like, if there's no reciprocity, maybe let it die. But within that, too, it's like there's some times where, let's say someone else didn't care, but I did. Or someone else cared a lot, and I didn't. And, like, that being the imbalance is where things get real unfortunate. I don't know. I think attachment styles are so interesting too because it's not very black and white. Like I don't think it's black and white. I think that there's like, oh, who's calling me? Hello? um I don't agree with the whole like, you know, always opposites attract or like, oh, we have to be the same. Like I don't agree with that either because I think that it's like everybody's different and people just work with people in different ways. You know? And I don't think it has to do with like, oh, if you're anxious, I'm not going to get to know you. Oh, if you're avoidant, I'm not going to get to know you. And like I think it's this weird perception of like, oh, people need to act one certain way for forever. And that's not real. So it's like being able to have positive relationships with people who enact both ways is good. And I also just wonder if there's like people who act one way for both. Of like, I say both because it's like I act anxious in the beginning and in the good stages of things. And then when things go bad, I act avoidant. And I wonder how people kind of are able to flip-flop or if they even do. Like, I wonder if that's a shared experience. I wonder if that's a normal thing. I wonder why that is. Because I didn't even know that that was what I did until recently. And I think that the avoidant is because my logic overrides, like my words override, my like critical thinking overrides a lot of emotional things that are going on, you know, like a lot of critical thinking things like they overcome and they're like, it's like, well, the world sucks and that's why the people are sad and because this and because of the repercussions of snap and like that overcomes, or like the thought processes that things overcome the emotional side of like, shit sucks, I hurt, this hurts. But then I go to caveman speak because I haven't been there a lot. Like, I don't spend a lot of time with that side. Because you can't control that side as much. Or I can't. Because you shouldn't. Like, I don't know why I talk about things like where I'm like, oh yeah, emotions, like you can't control them. Because it's like, I just don't know. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how to be... Like, I like to think of myself as an emotionally mature person. I don't think I am, actually. And it's like I'm emotionally mature in the way of understanding them from a distance, critically leaving them in a box to examine them like a fucking monkey. Like, it just... But, like, I don't spend a lot of time with those emotions because I worry about stewing in them for so fucking long. And then everybody's like, don't take it too serious. Don't take life too serious. Like... And I'm like, I don't want to just disassociate, you know? Like, I don't know. How can someone be avoidant and anxious at the same time? Watch me. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think also different reactions for different situations make sense. It makes a lot of sense. You're not going to act one way all the time. But I think the kind of flip-flop, or the kind of like, powering into a different way of viewing things. Again. Hi. And with that, we're done.